The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. Off we go from Vegas. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Another run here. Another run by Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down as he gets this up to the 42. They'll run. It's Swift. And a good run there. We're going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They will run it over center with Swift. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Chicago.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Williams. He finds the big tight end. That's Gerald Everett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will fight his way to the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Dylan Loudby. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Marshall is on the move. Minshew going to open up with a throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And out of bounds it goes, just shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The first run for Alexander Madison. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, going to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. Again, it's Madison. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1 yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bears first down. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle. And this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. On the give, here's Swift. He is in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Laube now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football at their own 40.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Minshew. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw, Minshew. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To throw once more, here's Minshew. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of the Raiders has got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Here's a run with Abdullah. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down. He'll try and throw with Minshew. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And he's going to have a Raiders first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Man in motion here is Tucker. Here's Abdullah. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Marshall is on the move. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Vegas. On the ground, it's Madison. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second and 7. Play action now with Minshew. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the gun, here's Minshew. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They convert with a gain of 15. Now Madison. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. To the air once more is Minshew. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Abdullah.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down. In motion is Myers. They'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. And now the Raiders faced with an important two-point conversion attempt. Now Madison. And he is going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run with Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Minshew out of the pistol here. That's taken in by the running back, Madison. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here's 2nd down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He completes it to Marshall. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and long. Now Minshew. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, 3rd down. Back is Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Madison. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line. They'll stick to the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. And they'll get the timeout called here. It comes with just 1 second left on the clock. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So the Black